Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. Canon 80D, the EOS 80D. Popular camera this year, and I've really enjoyed my time shooting with it. Thanks again to B&H for the review unit. It's got to go back now to B&H, so I need to sum up my review, my final review, my shooting experiences, and let you guys know what my summary is on the 80D. Now, almost surprisingly to me, because I know a lot of people will put comments that I'm a big Nikon guy, and I do like Nikon, but the 80D, despite its obvious lack of 4K video, which I've nailed it on, is actually a really nice camera. I've really grown to like this guy, and I'm sad to say that I have to send it back. It's a very nice all-around camera, especially for those of you that want to shoot video, and you want to shoot video vlogging style or any type of setup where you want to be a one-man crew, where you don't have somebody else to do the focusing and you need the dual pixel AF. This guy will take care of it for you. Build quality is very nice on the 80D. I think they've stepped it up a notch from the 70D and previous cameras. I can't even put my finger exactly where. It just seems like the fit and finish on the 80D is just a little more refined, a little nicer, just a little better built, which is all a positive. It's all really good. The battery life on the 80D has been great, both in photographic situations where I'm out shooting pictures and in video. The battery in here lasts a good long while for video, which is great. I really like the implementation of the full vari-angle touchscreen LCD. It's fantastic. I love that. As many of you know, I like cameras with a full vari-angle LCD, and I think they should all have it now. I think it's the way of the future. The 80D fits that bill, and it works great. The image quality out of the 80D is great. It's not class leading, but it's so close to any of the cameras that are class leading, say the D7200 or any of the top Sony APS-Cs, say the Sony A6300, as to be, in real world terms, not an issue. You're going to find, maybe on paper, you're going to see the Nikon and maybe even the Sony is going to clean up against the 80D. But in real world shooting terms, the 80D's sensor is performing very nicely. It's on par now. We're getting the 24 megapixels, so we're getting very good resolution. It has good dynamic range. It has decent high ISO. And while it may not win, it may not be the top of the pile, in real world shooting terms, when you're out there shooting with it, if you were to take this and take the D7200 and take the A6300, the final result when you're looking at it is going to be so close. And that's what I mean by real world terms. When you're looking at images from each of them, that it really doesn't matter who technically is the winner, because the 80D is a contender. It's right in there and it's close enough. The image quality is good. So I don't hesitate to recommend it as a photographic tool. The autofocus is very fast. And I'm not just talking about the dual pixel AF for video. We'll get to that in a minute. I'm talking about using the 80D as a photographic tool for photos, for images, not video. It's a very quick, very good autofocus system. I had no problems with it. It locks on very quickly. In fact, I don't recall hitting a situation where I was having an issue with the 80D's autofocus. In other words, it was like transparent to me. I didn't think about it. And that's what you want in a camera, because in that situation, it's working so well, it doesn't even occur to you to think about the autofocus. So I can say that the 80D's autofocus, it was a pleasure to use. It didn't hunt on me. It didn't miss focus. It worked. It was just a very good autofocus system, and I really enjoyed it on the 80D. Conversely as well, the dual pixel AF is a pleasure. I wish all my cameras had dual pixel AF. I wish my G7 did, because I love to be able to, as I was showing you in some videos, turn it around and vlog with it, or set up a situation where I'm a one-man show. So I'm the subject of the video, but I'm also filming it myself, so I just have to turn on the dual pixel AF and let the camera take care of tracking me and handling the autofocus. It does a great job at that. And it's very unique in that situation. There's really no other cameras except this one and a couple others from Canon, the 70D and the coming 1DX Mark II and hopefully the 5D Mark IV, that handle that. None of the other cameras out there can do it to the level, to the smoothness, to the quality that the Canon cameras can, especially this 80D right here. So that gives it a very unique position for me. There are situations where I'm filming where that's more important than having 4K. Now there's my con, and I'll come back to that again. I really wish the 80D, I wish Canon had given us 4K. That's probably the biggest negative I have about this camera, is it's perfect for me for so many things, but it doesn't have 4K. And I know some of you are like, well, you don't need 4K, and other people are saying, well, buy a video camera. In this day and age, that does not cut it. 4K is the new de facto standard. We're starting to move past that. Once you use 4K, you don't want to go back. The detail level is incredible. Even if you're going to export to 1080, it gives you the ability to crop into your image, make it look like you're shooting from multiple camera angles, all sorts of things that once you have that 4K, as a film creator, as a video maker, you just don't want to go back from it. And I just wish they had put that in this camera. Now, as I said, there's still situations where, despite not having 4K, I'm going to want this camera for the dual pixel AF. So that's my big negative on the 80D, is no 4K. For some of you, that's nothing, but it is big for me, and that's what makes me sad, because I would like to sell everything I have right now and buy two 80Ds if they were 4K enabled. But I don't feel I can do that. I'm actually very pleased with the kit lens, the 18-135, and I'll cover that in a separate video because I think it deserves a little discussion. But I just really like the camera overall. It's a very nice camera. I give it 2 thumbs up without hesitation. Highly recommended. If you're somebody that's very interested in shooting video and photography, this will handle both for you, with the caveat that it doesn't have the 4K. So if you're really into video, that may be a killer for you. Or it may be that you use the 80D for the things that you can use it for that don't need 4K because you want the dual pixel AF. You're going to have to decide that for what your video requirements are. But I really like the 80D, and I may still add one to my own stable. Again, it would have been a no-brainer for me if it had 4K. Since it doesn't, I really have to think about it, and I may still be considering the 70D. But overall, I really like the 80D. I give it, 2 thumbs up. Pretty much the only negative I can say is that it doesn't have 4K video. I really like the camera. I very much like it. So if you guys have any questions, if there's something I haven't covered, I think we hit everything here. And what I'm trying to summarize, the AF's good, the dual pixel AF's good, the video's good. Oh, I guess that's another con I should note that I almost missed there, is, as a lot of you have noted, as a lot of people online have noted, the 80D's 1080 isn't actually that sharp. I did do a video on how to sharpen it up, and so check that video out, and you can see that you can get good video out of here. You just got to tweak it a bit. But it's not the best out of camera 1080. So not only are you not getting 4K, you're not getting that great 1080. The saving grace there is that you can get good 1080 out of here. You just got to do some tweaking. So, you guys have any questions? Anything I haven't covered, leave them in the comments below. I'll see if I can get them answered for you. If not, I will dig into an answer for you. If you have any feedback, if you have the 80D, or if you passed on it, or anything you want to discuss on the 80D, leave it in the comments below. But yeah, that's my final review. 2 thumbs up for the 80D. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon here at artoftheimage.com.